The member for Macon has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Veterans Affairs and Defence Personnel. How is the Albanese Labor government delivering cost-of-living relief, services and support for defence personnel, veterans and their families?
Call to the Minister for Veterans Affairs and the Minister for Defence Personnel.
Well, thank you, Speaker. And I want to thank the member for Macon for this very important question and also acknowledge the support that he provides advocating for the over 4,800 veterans across his community, many of whom work in the very important area of defence industry across Adelaide. And of course, that's an area that is only going to expand with the announcement last week by the Minister for Defence of ASC and BAE being the sovereign submarine nuclear submarine builder in South Australia, which is a great achievement and a great announcement. And it's all part of how the Albanese government is committed to delivering the best possible supports for our defence personnel, veterans and families. And Labor wants to ensure that people earn more and they keep more of what they earn. And that's why we are delivering a tax cut to every Australian taxpayer, including our veterans and to the members of our Defence Force. Indeed, 87% of Australian Defence Force personnel will receive a higher tax cut than they would have under the Liberals' plan. And further to that, of course, any former serving member of the Defence Force, now, no matter what industry they're working in, whether it's defence industry or any other area, will also be receiving a tax cut. And of course, our veterans make great employees supporting businesses across Australia because they bring those great skills of teamwork, leadership, agility, being able to work under pressure. And they are all great skills that support any industry across Australia. But some veterans do need assistance to be connected to work, and work is of great benefit for those transitioning into civilian life to make sure that that transition is successful. And that's why employment and connection to employment is a key feature of our Veterans and Families Hubs that we are rolling out across the country. And over the last few weeks, I've been very happy to be announcing funding for hubs in the Surf Coast and Geelong region, in the Hawkesbury and south-western Sydney, in the Hunter, in Ipswich and the Tweed. And of course, last year in Northern Adelaide and in Rockingham in Western Australia. We're also working to improve supports for veterans through our reform to the Veterans Compensation Legislation System, and we are now consulting on an exposure draft of the Veterans Entitlements, Treatment and Support Simplification and Harmonisation Bill, delivering on the first recommendation of the interim report of the Royal Commission into Defence and Veteran Suicide. This will deliver a movement from 3 different pieces of complex legislation to one ongoing piece of legislation so that veterans get better access to service and supports, advocates can support them, and DVA can provide better and faster processing of their claims so that we are delivering on a better future for our veterans and families.